HTML5 and CSS3 tutorials for beginners. CSS floats. Let's first look at our sample document, and let's imagine that this aside with blue background should be floated, and we can simply do this. We can say float. Let's select right. It's smart to then give width to that element. Let's save changes, and let's see what happens to this blue box now. It's floated to the right. Also, it's taken out of the normal document flow. Now, while here, let's also float the other aside. Let's float that to left, and let's also give width to that element. Let's say 400 pixels. Let's save changes, and notice the aside with green background. Now that's floated to the left. So we can have float elements. We can float right, float left, or we can say float none. When we say float none, we're saying, you know what, don't float. Now you will most definitely be using float left or float right. While here, let's also set the first aside to float left to see what happens. So now the first aside is floated left, another one is floated left as well. So floats in CSS are all about that. Keep in mind, when you're floating elements to position them according to your wants, those floated elements are taken out of the normal document flow. And I'll talk with you in the next video session.